with them, this would be the end of his story. Victory over hardship, he's built for it. He killed for another chance to rewrite his story. He grabbed a pen, he wrote the script for it. He had a gift for it, something like a sixth sense. He backed his bags, man, he's in the bed since. Had sentenced, did exactly what it was supposed to do. He swallowed pride, did what people that are sober do. He told the truth, trusted God, and cleaned his mess up. They told him he kept going, be like he never even messed up. Within a couple years, the boy was blessed up. He used his story to help others who had messed up. Matter of fact, rumor has it that he still has it. He makes music, they say it helps heal ads. It's real bad once he's helping them through real battles. Real battles, know nothing about. And that's the story of the boy, and of course there's more to it. Maybe next time we'll get more into it. There's a moral to it, something for you to think on. Yo, you should think on it.
Woo woo! Welcome everybody. Chuck Brothers Recovery Loud and Proud. How are you doing today? Woo woo! Yes, life is good. Life is good. Life is good. How are y'all doing? Welcome to my podcast. Glad to be here. Got up a little early today. Still didn't get here like I like to, but you know what? Here we are, doing the deal every day. Every day. Alrighty, I want to qualify myself for the podcast. Real quick here. Boom. Before and after. A little something about me. When I was 10 years old, I started smoking weed, drinking alcohol. Moved right along to mushrooms, LSD, cocaine, and all that other crazy stuff, methamphetamines, the heroin. I was a 5 gram a day heroin addict. I mixed it with methamphetamines. We called it a cosmopolitan. I don't know why we called it that, but we did. And I don't tell you that because I am proud of what I did and who I become at that time in my life. I am proud of who I am today. And that's why I tell you, because today I am living proof that any addict can clean and sober. Any addict can clean and sober. Because if I can do it, you can do it. 100%. 100%. How's the sound, everybody? Everything sounded good? I think there I am. Woo, I turned my ears on. Whoa. You know what I tell people all the time? If I can't have fun in recovery, I don't want to be here. Because I was miserable out there. Miserable out there. And I do not want to be miserable today. Not at all. What do you say, George? My guy right there, brother. My guy. I'm going to throw you up there on the screen. Maybe if it works. Oh, it worked. Everything working good, I think. It's pop up here in a minute. Hey, Chuck. Whoop, whoop. Oh, this is George. God has been so good. I have 10 months of sobriety. I will be back home this weekend. Keep me in your prayers. Brother, my friend, George, you are definitely in my prayers. I have asked about you and asked about you and asked about you, and I meant to send you a letter, but, man, I got busy. I apologize, but you were definitely on my mind. Definitely on my mind. What do you say, JD? What do you say, Tyler? What do you say, Karen? What do you say, Tammy? Welcome. Adam, welcome. Glad you're all here. Thank you for your support 100%. Man, life is good. Life is good. I want to reach out here to Adam real quick because he's got a bonfire coming up. I think it's, I don't know the date. Hook me up here, Adam. Tell me the date. I know it's on St. Rita. It's a good thing, man. This guy right here is with, I don't know how to say it. KYAPP, whatever, AAPP or something, I don't know. Anyways, be sure to keep up on the group site. I will be posting all about it, and it's a good deal. Get out there and get a bonfire, meet people like us, people that know what we feel like, and get all of the fellowship that you can stand. That's where it's at, man. Fellowship, God. Man, I don't know. There's so many parts of recovery that's so good in all aspects that I can't put any one, in front of the other. I like fellowship. It's like the best part because, when I'm out there with people that are like me, I'm at home. I really feel like even if I could go out of town to say, let's just say Nebraska. If I'm in Nebraska, I don't know nobody there, and I hit up my little meeting app there, and I find me a meeting, I go to that meeting, and I walk in there, and I'm kind of scared because I'm scared of everything. That's part of my problem. Part of my problem. I got a million forms of fear going on inside my head, and I had to drink and do drugs to get over that. But today I don't have to. But anyways, that's the way I feel when I walk up to that new meeting. I don't know anybody in there, scared to death. But what I do is I walk in and I say, hey, I'm Chuck, I'm addict, alcoholic, whatever, overeater, whatever. And tell them where I'm from, and I feel more comfortable right there than I do sitting at my mom's kitchen table. What can I say? And I don't know any of them. Tell them my whole life story after I first opened up my mouth the first time. What you say, Jane? Welcome. And I tell you what, I kind of miss the freestyle podcast that I've been doing. Here lately, I've been trying to kind of like coming up with something before and after and all that stuff. And I don't know, it just don't go as good. If I'm freestyling and talking from the heart, of course, I always said that if I do it the freestyle way, I don't have a chance to lie. I got to tell the truth right now, because if I lie, I can't come up with an answer. But whatever. Hold up, people. Hold up. My lighter ain't working. Uh-oh. Not uh-oh. I'm good with it, but I like to smoke when I do my podcast. And I'll tell you why, people. Because if I don't, my hands are like this the whole time. I'm running my hands back and forth, and I'm all uncomfortable, and I start freaking out, because that's what I do as an addict. And I don't like feeling uncomfortable today. And the thing is, I don't have to be. A lot of it's my insecurities and my own stuff, and my head tells me I'm crazy. And that might be true, I don't know. I don't know if y'all watched or followed me yesterday, and I put on every count I had it. I was feeling kind of down. Bingo. We got fire. Cooking with gas now. I was feeling kind of down, and let's think about, if you don't understand addiction, I could be happy, go lucky, just ready to just and have a good time, and then all of a sudden, this big gaping hole in my chest opens up, feels like my stomach's eating my heart, and it's the most horrible feeling in the world, and then my brain starts. Like, you know what, Chuck? Nobody likes you. Nobody wants to hang around you. Who are you anyways? You're no good, Chuck. It's just, well, I can't believe you even think somebody likes you. And that's what my brain tells me. And I'll tell you, people, I know for a fact that that's not true. But I got this peculiar mental twist inside my head that just, it just don't want to agree with that. And it will make me start to believe people don't like me. And there ain't nothing further from the truth. Nothing further from the truth. But it's overwhelming. I get compulsive on it. I start thinking and I can't get rid of it. And then what I do is I got these million numbers of these people that I'm trying to call and tell them, hey, I'm feeling this kind of way. And then the first 4 or 5 don't answer. Man, boy, that head gets a rolling then. Tell me all kinds of people don't like me. But today, I don't have to worry about that. I am spiritually fit. I do enough in the programs that I deal with and in recovery and helping people that I try to stay on top of that scale. Because see, if I don't, what happens is my brain starts telling me that, and then I ain't spiritually fit enough to say no. Because what I know what to do is when I get like that and I start getting uncomfortable and I don't feel right, my thing is go back to what I do know, and let's get high and waller in that misery. Because we like to waller in that misery, or I do, and the reason why is because that's what I've done my whole life. I'm used to being uncomfortable. I'm used to not fitting in. I'm used to nobody liking me. I'm used to getting picked on. I'm used to all that. And I can go back to that real easy. I understand. I do too, Jane. I do too. Let me throw it up there so people know what I'm talking about. I don't know if they can read what you publish or not, but if I put it right there, they can. Put it right there, they can. But yeah, I do. And it don't matter what I do, I can't get out of it. But the thing is, being spiritually fit, I can tell you all about it right here in my podcast or in my groups or whatever. I talk about it, I tell on it, and then I go pray my higher power, because you know what? He rocks. He really does. He will pull you out of addiction. And if you ain't got a higher power, I tell you what, you can borrow mine. He wants to be your higher power anyways. My higher power is Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Don't have to be yours. You don't have to believe in Jesus Christ. It's an amazing thing about recovery. If you believe that this Diet Coke right here was your higher power, and if you take a drink of that and all your worries go away, and you don't have to do dope no more, and you truly believe that if you drink this Diet Coke, it'll work. I don't suggest that, but whatever, it will work. Used to not believe that kind of stuff. I used to think people were crazy, have a doorknob for a sponsor, or a higher power, and it works. It works. No human power could relieve us of our addictions and alcoholisms and all over, whatever. No human power. Now, they tell me that the groups of people in recovery can be your higher power because, 50 people can kick your butt and you can't win. So they're definitely a power bigger than you. But I'm a true believer that no human power. So that knocks that whole deal out. Knocks the whole deal out. But, that's my choice, not yours. You can do what you want to do, believe in what you want to believe, and all that good stuff. It will work. Key is you got to be willing. You got to want it. And if you're not willing and you don't want it, there ain't nothing anybody can do or say that's going to make you do it. It's sad. I talk to people all the time that's out there in the madness. I like to refer to it as the madness because that's what it was for me. You can call it what you want to call it, but it was the madness for me. And I talk to a lot of people that's out there still doing that. If you come up to me and you're telling me that, man, I had a flat tire yesterday, flat tire the day before, got fired from a job two days before that, and you just got a string of bad luck, you know what I think? I think, man, this guy needs help. He needs to get recovery. Because that's what happened to me when I was out there. I'd have flat tires every day, life was miserable. People was robbing me, taking from me. It was just a miserable life. And I had no good karma at all. If it was going to go wrong, it went wrong for me. And it's a funny thing. And the reason I say that about, I think that you need rehab, get off the dope, man. Your life will get better because that's what happened to me. It is exactly what happened to me. When I become willing to change my life, I didn't want to get high no more. And I said, okay, I'm done. And I got honest with myself, got into recovery, and started doing the deal. Got me a sponsor, got me a home group, got me a support group in the middle of the deal. I mean, it's all right to start right here on the edge, but you need to move on over to the middle of it. That way you don't fall off the edge. I'm a firm believer in that. I've never seen anybody that was active in their home group, had a support group, had a sponsor, and worked some steps. I never seen anything go back out. Now, unless you BS a bunch of people, and I can see that. But if you're active in your home group and you stay accountable and you do the deal and you keep learning, stay learnable, you got this. I ain't gonna say you got it, because if you say you got it, well, that's when you don't have it. But yeah, I mean, the greatest thing about recovery, once you get past all that bad withdrawal and all that craziness that you can't get through, and I understand why people are the way they are, because see, like I told you, I was a heroin addict. It was, I couldn't get through the sickness because I only needed one more to get through it. And then I was normal again. It didn't matter if I was 5 days in, sweating, crapping all over myself, shaking, twitching, but hot flashes, cold flashes, the whole 9 yards. I only needed one dose to get normal. Problem is, 6 hours from now, I was going to need another dose so I could be normal again. And that was going to be all inclusive in my life of chasing that for 3 days before I even get there. Because I knew in 3 days I was going to need it too. So it was all inclusive. It took up all my time. I couldn't make the family functions. I could not do nothing. What do you say, Johnny? Welcome to the show. I just like doing that. I just like being silly. I like to have a good time. Like I said, if you're not happy in recovery, only person to change that. I had a little talk with my son a couple months ago. He was like saying, I don't love my life, I don't like myself, and I'm miserable, blah, 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 and it was just awful. There's nothing worse for a parent to hear their kids talk that way. I didn't know what to do. I had no clue what to do. I know, right? You know what I did? I told him, I said, look, son, I learned in recovery, by the way. I said, look, I got you a PlayStation 5. Half the world don't have one of them. I've given you everything in the world that I could give you. I'm pretty sure you're way more blessed than any other kid in your class. And you're still miserable. I said, Stephen, you know what that tells me? You are the only person that can change it. See, the thing is, you look at Robin Williams. All that money, funny guy, miserable. Miserable. You had to change that in your life. Nobody can do that for you. If you want to be happy, you are one decision away from doing that. One decision away from a better life. Thing about addicts are, I don't know about all of them, but I know me, I don't much care for change. Scared to death of it. What am I going to do if I don't have that to do? If I quit, I'm going to be sick. What about me? A whole lot of me involved in there, I'm telling you. There's a whole lot of I's. And that me, cuts me off because I should be worrying about you. How I affect you in your life. How I can be better help to you. See, when we give it away and we help other people, it might not pay in cash, but it pays in serenity. Overwhelmingly pays in serenity. You know what? The only thing I wanted in life, in the madness, was to be able to come home, lay down on my pillow, turn the lights off, close my eyes, and my brain to stop. Because, see, it didn't stop for many years. That's why I call it the madness, because my brain went, right? Right? How many of y'all out there can't sleep at night? Your brain will not shut off. Well, I have to say, when I got in recovery, it didn't happen overnight, people. I didn't get, and I'm still learning, still working on it. But when I started working these steps that I keep talking about, 12 of them, it's easy, it's 12 steps to a better life. Woo woo. But started working those steps, got honest with myself, told somebody else, besides holding all that garbage in my head, and give it to God. From that point forward, I've been able to sleep great. I walk in, lay my head down. Only problem I got now is the diabetes. They keep me up all night. I had to go to the bathroom 4 or 5 times at nighttime. I ain't getting no REM sleep. Hence the dark circles and the peeing off all the calories. But you know what? Whose fault that is? That's my fault. Don't let me complain, people, because hold me accountable. Because my problem is that right there. Actually, it's not as much that as it is right there. How many of them can you drink a day when you're diabetic? Ain't nobody's fault but my own. I know. You know how I got diabetes? Let me tell you how I got diabetes. That's my fault too. Y'all didn't know. If you shoot dope, inject that garbage in your veins, and see, I thought that, that only if you share needles, you get hepatitis and all that stuff. But that's not true. I'm going to school you on something right here. If you get a spoon and you put dope in that spoon, I don't care if I got a needle and you got a needle and they got a needle or whoever, and you draw out of that same spoon. Yep, that's right. I know it makes sense now, don't it? Sure does me. if anybody in there that had blood in their needle that's been used before, well, you just drawed up their blood, and that's how I ended up with Hep C. First time I ever used, actually. And it's all right. I'm not going to complain to you all. I ain't going to say, poor me, because my life's normal, basically. My body got rid of the Hep C on its own. I didn't have to go get the interferon and all this stuff. My body took care of it. But before it did, I had a real bad hepatitis attack, I guess you'd say. I don't know, 6 that ever been in my life. And turned yellow, like Mountain Dew yellow. Maybe more like this kind of yellow, I don't know. Yeah, yellow. I walked to the doctor, and the doctor said, well, hello there, yellow boy. I thought, well, look at this smart son of a gun. Call me yellow boy. I'm here for a reason. I'm scared to death, right? Well, it turns out, did blood work. Called me 2 days later, and he says, you need to come up here right now. I was like, I'll be up there as soon as I get. No, you need to come right now. You're not understanding me. Right now. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. I need you here in my office like in 15 minutes. It's like, all right, Doc, I'll be there. So I show up. He said, man, I need you to go straight to the hospital. Do not, once again, demanded that I had to go do something. And of course, y'all know how addicts are. We don't do that. You tell me what to do, buddy. I do. Right? Anyways, he got pretty loud with me. He said, you're going to the hospital right now. Don't pass go. Don't pass. You collect $200. I need you sitting in the emergency room checking in 10 minutes. I'm like, what the hell's wrong, dude? He's like, your blood count's all screwed up. You need to go to the hospital right now. Don't even go home and get your medicine. Don't go home and get your medicine. I want you to go straight to the hospital. And that's what I did. Sicker than I ever been. That was the only time in my life that I ever been put in a hospital. And I thought that I might not come out of here. I lost like 40 pounds in less than a month. It was awful. But what had happened was a hepatitis. Shut down my liver, shut down my pancreas, shut down my kidneys, and that's what caused my diabetes when it shut down my pancreas. Now, they did say that there was a possibility that my pancreas would come back and everything would be all right. Well, I was in the hospital for a week. It was miserable. You know what they said? They served me steak and french fries in the hospital. Like steak, right? Pretty nice little hospital, but I don't see how they give me french fries on a diabetic. Whatever, but they did. They said it was all right. And I finally made it to it, and I got out. And I think I looked her up in my before and after pictures. That picture there was pretty rough. I was sick. I really was. And thanks be to Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior of mine. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Lord. He pulled me through that. And you know what? I'm an idiot, though. I ain't smart enough to see that. I got to do what I got to do, you know, because I got this little habit I got, right? Yeah. Well, they got my liver and kidneys back. My pancreas never did come back. Every now and again, I think it does work because my sugar goes all right sometimes, and other times it's just like off the charts. But, yeah, so that's how I got diabetes, self-inflicted. Wasn't nobody's fault but my own. I chose to stick that needle in my arm, and that's what happened. I got Hep C, and it just ravaged my insides. But anyways, enough about that, because it's not about that to me. I don't worry about it or none of that. Maybe I should worry about the diabetes a little more, take better care of myself, and I should do that because in recovery you should do that. God don't save us to die, people. It just don't happen. But I want my son to be here for as long as I can be here, and I love him to death more than anything in the world. But anyways, after I told him only he can change it, you know what? He's been immaculate. I don't know if he remembers anything I said that day, but I said, you know, only you can change it. I love you. I'd give you everything I can, but only you can make you happy. A lot of truth to that. Just like in recovery, if I wake up in a bad mood and I just ain't feeling the day, I can lay down back in that bed and get back up and change that. And I can lay down on that bed as many times as I want to until I change it. Might be late for work, but you know what? I don't have time to be mad and have resentments. I don't have a choice. I can't get mad and have resentments because all that, dubious luxury of a non-alcoholic alcoholic addict, anger. I don't have that luxury. Because I use that luxury, I'm going to have resentment. Number one offender. Number one thing that gets an alcoholic addict drunk or using or whatever is upset. No longer can control. Never could control anything. Can't control myself more or less anything else. I don't know why I'd ever think I could, right? Woo, woo. But, we like to think we can. I'm my own company and I'm the boss, and even there, I find myself pushing my wheel on top of somebody else's. You know what? It's just like addiction. I can't make them work. I can't make them show up to work. Heck, I can't even make it to work on time myself. So why should I expect anybody else to do it? You see, there's my problem. This is my problem here. Expectations. I expect you to show up to work. I expect you to do the right thing. I expect you to do what you say. I expect you to take baths. I expect you to brush your teeth. I expect all this stuff from people. And when they don't do it, I get upset. You're in the brainstorm, not for us. Daggone right there, buddy. Daggone right. I'm backing up on my little calling thing here. Let's see where we at. Whoop, whoop. Doing good, JD. Doing good. Doing good. But yeah, expectations. Expectations ain't nothing but a resentment and layaway. And I believe that, because if I expect you to do something, I'm thinking you're going to do it, and you didn't do it, now I got that resentment. Later on down the road, because you didn't do what you said you was going to do. The part I don't understand about all that, and maybe y'all can fill me in on this, and maybe it's just because I'm an addict, alcoholic, whatever, that it don't work for me, but I see Prudential up there in Louisville working, and all their people show up and do what they're supposed to do. How come I can't get that to happen? I can't say my helper does show up before me every day, makes coffee, and is excellent for being there. But if I start expecting things of people, they don't do it, I don't know why it don't work for me, but they don't. Whatever. So what I do is, and I'm learning a few 24 hours now, I'm learning a lot more. This too shall pass. Pause when agitated. That's a hard one. But I have to. I can't get all upset and mad and screaming and yelling and take my serenity away, because if I do that, I'm gonna do what I don't want to do, because that's what I know what to do. Because that's what I do every time I get like that. I get mad, upset, and all that. Well, I just go get messed up. See, that's the way my whole life's been. That's what I know to do. I don't know to go call my sponsor. I don't know to call my support group. I mean, I do now, but I didn't. Early in recovery, you just don't know that. And sometimes I still have troubles. I mean, I don't go use, but my understanding don't understand. I'm going to tell you, the only thing that works on me is my forgetful. My forgetful works great. I can forget anything, and man, you could do me wrong and I'd forget, and we'd be together again tomorrow because I forgot. The only thing I try not to forget today is how bad drugs did me, how bad alcohol did me. I don't never, ever, ever want to forget how it was. Because I forget, and I can tell myself, that withdrawal wasn't that bad. I only puked for a couple of days. I get through that, because that's the way my brain works. I forget that it took 6 months to feel like I could walk. How all my family was gone. Hell, I was going to be a lifelong weed smoker. Couldn't have told me any different. I was going to smoke weed till the day I died, and when they legalized it, I was going to smoke twice as much. 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 before dinner, 2 before I go to bed. But you know what? Nah. Addiction took that away from me. Go figure, right? Addiction took addiction away. Yeah, I can't do that no more. Can't do that no more, because I tell you what's going to happen. All right, Chuck. You really didn't drink a whole lot of alcohol. You go to the bar, You worked hard all week. You know what? It's hot, man. Sweat pouring off of you. Man, that beer looks good. All sweaty bottle, man. Refreshing taste. Whew. Deserve that. No, not this guy. You might deserve it, but I don't deserve it. I'll tell you why. Because if I take a drink of that beer, I'm going to take another drink. And if it's nasty, I'm not going to drink no more beer. I'm going to get up politely. I'm going to say I'll be back. We go up the road. I'm going to hit the dope man. Now, if the beer tastes good, oh no, that's just as bad. Because see what's going to happen now is I'm going to drink till the sun comes up. And then when I'm done doing that, well now, I got to go see the dope man. See what I'm saying? It don't work out for me. And I can't put myself in that position. People, places, and things are bad. I'd love to go hang out with all my old buddies and all them great friends that I had and that did so much for me. Every time I walked up the door, they was robbing me, wanting to know if I had any dope laying around they could take. If I dropped $100 on the floor, they weren't going to tell me. But you know what? Some of the people I like, even though I was like that, because I'm an addict, I guess. And today, I know I can't be around them. I don't care if they didn't. If all they did is dope, they never cheated me out of nothing. I still can't go hang out with them because the simple fact is if they do dope, I don't know that I won't do it. I wish I could tell you, I guarantee you, whatever, that I wouldn't do it. I can't tell you that. And I don't know no better that I can tell you that. And I'm not going to do it because I don't want to die. And that's what's happening out there, people, right now. Yeah, get on my Facebook group, scroll down. People dying every day. See, this stuff is real. I'm going to tell you a little story about when I went up there to clean out the first time. And, yeah, I'm a fool. I'm a fool for you. Went up there, so I'm sitting there, I'm trying to get through the sickness and all that, and these people are telling me that I can go sit down in a bar and have me a beer if I want to. And I'm telling them, no, yeah, I can, because if I take a drink, if it don't taste good, I don't have to have nothing else. I'll just stop right there. But anyways, that's where I was at there, and I wasn't really learning much, apparently, because I was still thinking like crazy. And, well, there's a couple other people there. I can't mention no names, can't tell you nothing about them, but I'm going to tell you a story about them. Oh boy, he was there. He was retired veteran. Got a check every month. Disability check or something. I don't know what it is. What do you say, William Bean? Man, they let anybody on this show. That's my dog right there. Me and that guy right there, we made flyers one time. It was the greatest thing in the world. Fellowship. Important, very important. Find you some friends. So we're up there, and he gets his check. Well, there's this other young guy, probably a couple years younger than him or something. He was like 18 years old. And this girl, maybe two girls up there, because it was male, female, but they stayed on one side. You weren't allowed to look at them, what I mean? But they're on the same floor, but you can't look at them, can't talk to them, can't look at them, none of that. And I overheard him, I said, we're leaving. What do you mean you're leaving? We're leaving. He got his check, he's going to spend some money. We're leaving, we're going to get high. And I thought, I had little sanity at this time. I asked him, I said, man, this 18-year-old boy, I said, man, if you go out there and die, you know what he said? Guess I'll meet my maker. I thought, woo-wee, that's powerful, people. You might not think it is, but this is an 18-year-old boy willing to die to get high. I wasn't ever willing to die to get high. But I was going to get so sick if I didn't do it. I felt like I was going to die anyways. My biggest fear in addiction was my mom getting that phone call that I'd overdosed. That was my biggest fear. But I couldn't stop. See, the compulsion, the sickness. Like I told you earlier, only took one shot, one bump, one pill, one whatever, and I was normal for another 6 hours. And I could not do it. People ask me all the time, Why didn't you just quit? Because I couldn't. If I could have just quit, I would have quit. Matter of fact, every time I told my mom, I told you, or told anybody else that I wanted to quit, or I was going to quit, I meant it 100%. 100%. I wasn't lying, because I wanted to quit. I don't want to be sick no more. Nobody gets raised up as a kid and says, I want to lose my family. I want a divorce. I want to take all my stuff, my kids and my dog. Just leave me alone out on the streets in a cardboard box, hungry as I could be, nothing to drink, nothing to eat, dirty clothes. That's the way I want to live my life. Now, that don't happen, people. I don't know about y'all. Even in the madness, I wanted to be a better person. I didn't know how to do it, but I wanted to be a better person. I still ain't quite grasped the whole theory and all that, but I try to be a little better every day. 1%. That's all you got to be, 1%. As long as you're not going backwards or sitting still, stagnating, you're not going backwards. Let's be a little better. With that, we're going to commercial. Woo woo! Actually, we'll do woo woo. Woo woo! God is good every second of every day. God is good all the time. Every second of every minute of every hour of every day of every week of every month of every year. God is good all the time, people. All the time. Woo woo! POW. Parents of addicted loved ones. You are not alone. You are never alone in recovery. We meet Thursday nights, tomorrow night, 6:30, 7:30 p.m. at the United for Recovery office. They are meeting tomorrow night for you people out there who are suffering from kids or loved ones or somebody suffering in addiction. This ain't for the addict. This is for the people out there that don't know the answers, don't know what to do. My kid keeps calling me from jail. I don't know. Should I get him out? Should I give him canteen? I don't know what to do. Please call these people right here. POW, Parents of Addicted Loved Ones. Go to the meeting tomorrow night, Thursday night, Bardstown, Kentucky, at the United for Recovery office. 860 West Stephen Foster, Bardstown, Kentucky. One more time, 860 West Stephen Foster, Bardstown, Kentucky, 40004, right next to the jail. Gonna go give your kid money in jail. Might as well stop by the recovery office over there and talk to my friends over at POW. You can call Terry at 502-349-3329. Say, hey, Terry, I'm a friend of Chuck Brothers Recovery Loud and Proud. How are you doing today? And she'll probably laugh at you, but that's all right. At least you're in a good mood, right? Get a good laugh out of it. Anyways, she will take care of you. She is a good woman. This is a good group. If you're scared to call, reach out on the internet, www.powgroup.org. www.powgroup.org. Parents of addicted loved ones, you are not alone. Reach out to my friends here at United for Recovery. Education, prevention, and support. United for Recovery, 860 West Stephen Foster, Bardstown, Kentucky, 40004. They host the POW meeting tomorrow night, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. 860 West Stephen Foster, Bardstown, Kentucky, 4004. You can reach them at 502-348-1879. Please leave a message. 502-510-4328. Ask for Lisa. If you need to talk to a person, ask for Lisa at this number, 502-510-4328. Say, hey, Miss Lisa, Chuck Brothers, Recovery Loud and Proud. How are you doing today? She's going to laugh at you, but that's all right. She ain't laughing at you, she's laughing with you. If you need to know something about recovery, Casey's Law, recovery centers, and I tell you what, you could probably ask this lady what the best place to eat in Bardstown is, and she'd probably tell you that, and be glad to tell you. But if you need to know anything about recovery, you can ask her. She is my go-to woo-woo person in recovery to find a recovery center, recovery house, halfway house, Casey's like, whatever I need to know. Miss Lisa got you. And if you're scared to call her, www.unitedforrecovery.org. Go under the resource tabs. Look there. Every answer you could possibly need is probably right there. www.unitedforrecovery.org. Resource tab. United for Recovery, education, prevention, and support. Woo woo. What's up, my friends? There you are, I'm back. Woo woo. What do you say, Jeff? How you doing, my friend? Hello, 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 hello. Holas. Holas, amigos. Now, I'll tell you what. That's a good buddy of mine, too, right there. You know what? I got more good friends today than I ever had in my life. There's a lot of people out there that I could call right now. Say, look, I'm having troubles. I need to talk to somebody. And they would get in their car, drive all the way from wherever they're at, and come talk to me to make sure that I'm all right. They don't care if I got money in my pocket. They don't care if I got dope in my pocket. They don't care about nothing but my personal well-being, my mental state. Because right there's my problem. Not the drugs, not the alcohol, my mental problem. Peculiar mental twist. You know, I don't think like people, normal people, the normies. I don't think like them people. I don't know why. Could have been born that way. Could have been trauma. I don't know. I like to think that it wasn't trauma. Because I was feeling that kind of way before I had any trauma. That I didn't fit in. That I didn't belong. Nobody loves me. Whew, poor man, right? Don't bother me no more. You know why? Because I got all these friends I keep telling you about. All of them. 5 of them might not answer in a row, but I got 220 of them probably. I don't know how many. I got a bunch. So I did what I was suggested to do. You know what? I didn't want to get high no more. I didn't want to die. I wanted to live a normal life. I wanted to be able to support my son. I wanted my son to be in my life. Because I love him more than I love myself. Apparently, because I was willing to die out there. But the problem was that love wasn't strong enough. So if you're out there thinking that you're a parent and the love is strong enough, they love you. And you love them, but that's not the cure. Because it's overwhelming compulsion. Think about this. You're walking through the Sahara Desert for a week. You ain't had a drink of water at all. All you can think about is water. Matter of fact, you're so thirsty you're seeing mirages. Water out there in front of you, but it's not there. And you come across the road. There's a bottle of water there. And there's a beautiful woman if you're a guy. Sexiest guy you ever seen if you're a girl. I guarantee you, you're not going to see them. You're going to see that water. You're going to be fixated on that water. Probably ready to kill somebody to get that water in your hand so you can take a drink of it. Well, you times that by 5, and that's what addiction does to you. I don't know if it's really that bad, but I tell you, that's how bad it was for me. I couldn't say no. I would have stole my grandma's last hot dog, knowing that she was going to die if she didn't eat it. That's how addicted I was. I was addicted, but the problem was that, really, like I tell you all the time, I suffer from fear. I suffer from ego. I suffer from just all this stuff, and the only way I can fix it is to take a drink or take a drug. And that's where that comes in, because I self-medicate. That is, the drinking and the drugs is what we do to get over what's going on up here. And hence the disease concept. Just saying, if you don't believe in the disease concept. Because I did take a choice. It was my choice to use that first time. The problem is I didn't know Doesn't it? I thought I could use it with impunity like everybody else did, but no, I can't. That's all right, though. I'm not mad at you if you can do it. I'm not a hater. You do it. I can't, and I won't. Matter of fact, but if you want help, I'm the guy to talk to. If you can pay your bills, take care of your kids, go to work, never miss a day's work, and all that good stuff, and your life just super fantastic, and you can do dope, who am I to say anything? I don't think you can, but I'm not a hater. Everybody finds their time when they need to go take care of their problems and do what they do and the next right thing, I believe, if you're lucky enough to get there. See, I hear stories of people that they're like, you know what, I only drank for 2 years, but you know what, I had a problem. Thank God I got help. You don't have to go to the bitter ends, people. You can stop right now. There is a solution. There is a solution. I'm living it every day. Every day. You know, I got your back, baby. That's right. I know you do. I know a lot of people got my back. Like I said, my little statement last night, this is addiction. If you don't know it, I wasn't worried about me, people. I really wasn't. I just wanted to reach out to them and let other people know that I'm here for them when they go through that, because some people can't get through that. They can't get to that. Because that was the time that I would have used. Because that's the way I felt. I felt miserable. Just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just left a meeting, had no reason to feel the way I felt. I pulled in my driveway, I stepped my foot out of the car, and I was like, ooh, stepped my foot back in the car. Man, where did that come from? Just this doom and gloom feeling out of nowhere. So that's why my disease works on me, makes me think that, yeah, you're all right, but you really need me. But I don't need it no more. Said, I do what I'm supposed to do what I'm suggested. I would have run backwards and naked 3 times to Louisville from New Haven if I thought that got me sober when I come in to these rooms and recovery. I really would. I was beat down. I was ready to die. I was ready to die and get rid of everything because I didn't think there was a solution. I didn't think that I could get out of that. But I'm here to tell you people right now that you don't have to die. You don't have to die. You don't have to use no more. Because I'm telling you right now, that sickness, it passes. Yeah, it sucks. A lot of things suck, but we get through it. I don't like peas and lima beans, but I eat them if I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? I don't like them. I think they're nasty. But if I'm hungry, I'll eat them. Do things all the time we don't like. But if you quit doing dope, man, your life's going to be great. I guess. I don't know. Mine's great. Everybody I know that's been in recovery's life's great. Unless they don't do what they're supposed to do. I'll tell you right now, if I go out there and get high tomorrow, it ain't because all these programs and stuff I do didn't work. No, it ain't their fault. Don't ever mistake it being somebody else's fault when somebody gets high. Because if somebody gets high, it's their fault. They made that choice. They knew the solution, and they walked away from it. Or they wasn't doing the work that was suggested, which is usually the case. 12 steps? I got to do 12 steps? Oh, my goodness. How free you want to be? How free do you want to be? I want to be so free I can walk down the street out here, and I ain't got to worry about it. I want to be so free that I don't care what you think about me, because it ain't none of my business. I want to be so free that I can get on Facebook and do a podcast and tell you how to do it and offer it up to you. Give you my phone number, 502-286-0005. If you got a problem and you want out, call me. I can help you. I can't cure you. I can't be willing for you. I can't do the programs for you, but I can sure hook you up with some people that would gladly give you their time out of their life to help you. And you know what? If you fall off the wagon and you come back and ask for help again, Open arms, man. Because I know what it's like. Cunning, baffling, powerful. My disease tells me all the time it's all right to get high. The thing about it is I know it's not all right. It's not all right. You know what I do is I play that tape through. I'm upset, I'm mad, and all this, and I'm angry, and I want to say, F it button, F it button, F it button. I just want to get high, pee on it all. I go get high, okay, next thing's going to happen. I'm going to wake up in the morning, I'm going to be miserable. Start thinking about it. Man, you got high, you took all that sobriety, and you threw it out the window, which is all BS, because you can't take the sobriety away, you done did it. Can't take the knowledge out of your head, you done got it. But you're going to feel guilty, shame, remorse. You're going to say, F it, I done got high, I'm just going to go and get high. Next thing you know, you can't stop. Because seeing a heck like me, I probably couldn't stop after the first one anyways. But you're not going to be able to stop. Then you know what happens? CPS shows up at the house because Stephen missed school or whatever reason. His mom heard I was getting high or whatever. I lose my boy. I lose my family again. Wreck my car or get DUI or something. No, that's gone. My whole life that I just earned back. And I'm saying earned back because this ain't easy stuff really, people. I mean, it is, but you earn it. You got to do the work. Don't get me wrong. And then I get what I really want. I stick that in my arm and I don't wake up. That's just the cruel reality of it. The good news is you don't have to live like that. You don't have to worry about that no more. You don't have to do that. All you gotta do is, man, hang out with some people that don't get high. And they're pretty cool people because they all used to get high, so they're just like us. For real. I mean, they know. It's like I tell Stephen. The game is the same. The players are different. You know, if y'all still out there, y'all still playing the same game we was playing. You know, the consequences are still the same. Jails, institutions, and death. Only difference is we found recovery, and you're the new player. And it don't have to be that way. These streets don't have to win. My Facebook page don't have to have somebody overdosed, my friend overdosed, till we meet again. See, that bothers me. Because I know it don't have to end that way. There's 2 funerals in your lifetime that I hope you never have to be at. Suicide and overdose. They're the saddest funerals you could ever go to. Because they were completely you didn't have to go that way. You could have changed. That could have been changed. Not like you're dying of cancer and it's eating you alive. You can't change it. You can change your mentality. You can work on yourself. You can give credit to a higher power or a sponsor, whatever. And you get through this. Millions and millions of people. I'm not the first person bipolar. I'm probably definitely not the last nor do it. I'm not. Definitely not. But I care enough to reach out here and help whoever I can help. Been a pretty good podcast, ain't it, I think? I feel like, I don't know. I think it has. I don't know. I learned a lot. See, you know what I get out of this? You know, yeah, I got to take another hour away from Stephen. And I'm not here for ego. I don't try to monetize or none of that stuff. It'd be nice to be able to have more money coming in. That way I could give more out. That would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool. But I can't give it to an addict, but I can daggone pay the rent at a halfway house. I can buy them some cigarettes when they're in rehab. I can go up here to this rehab and buy them these 1,000 pairs of socks that I need. If y'all got any old socks in your drawers, please put them all in the bag. You got mismatched socks, whatever, you lost some socks to the dryer goes, take your socks. Put all them extra ones in a bag and please deliver them to me. Because I'm going to take them up here and donate them to some guys that really need it, trying to change their lives in recovery, doing the next right thing. Yeah, they might be enforced there by the honorable judge, like that's how I got it, honorable judge. But you know what? They deserve a chance, just like I did, just like I'm giving you, just like the people before us. I love each and every one of y'all. I really do. Sitting there thinking, what have I forgot? October the 2nd. October the 2nd. Pathway to Hope, Bardstown, Farmers Market. I'll be speaking there. Be a bunch of speakers there. I think maybe Chad Hill maybe be there speaking. People from Isaiah House. I got some friends of mine that's going to be speaking. Got a story to tell. Got a story to tell. And with that, I'm going to leave you with some friends of mine that didn't quite make it. And they got a story to tell too. Love each and every one of y'all. Woo woo. Chuck Brothers, recovery loud and proud. Stick around to the show. We're into the credits. I will do a prayer session. Thank y'all for showing up, suiting up, showing up. Woo woo. Chuck Brothers, recovery loud and proud. I hit the wrong button again. That's all right.
Judge a man until you take a step into his shoes. First you gotta understand the sand that he's walking through. Silence by default, but it's never been his fault. Following the code, hanging around nothing but adults. Cause he was channeling water in a pool of good intentions. Always would envision a mission, but no one listened. Wishing to be noticed, hoping they would see him glisten. Beating pots and pans with his hands in the kitchen. They bashing on his passion cause he made his own decisions. Stitching the incisions, never brought with those opinions. In addition, started drinking, never mix it with some thinking. Sinking into loneliness and living for the weekend. Waking up confused and popping pills for his amusement. Loving his guitar, but to the drugs he had to lose it. He wants to hit the road but doesn't own a car to cruise it. Now he's all alone with a cup of purple juices. Laughing with the mattress, scratching at his bruises. Jack off to an actress that he's watching in a movie. He's never getting action, girls are scared of his delusions. If legends never die, how is not the kid to prove it? Never walk alone. Never walk alone. And life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil to travel in the shadows. Never walk alone. Never walk alone. And life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil they travel in the shadows. His buzz was getting weaker with the more that he done. Instead of being fun, it made him apathetic and numb. He take a look into the mirror and hated what he become. A fucking bum, thought the world be better off when he's gone. Playing to take so many drugs that he may never wake up. But he done spent his last 30 bucks on Xanax and rum. He called his grandma up and said, I need some money for dress clothes. I got a job, ma, I can't follow the dress code. See, he already knows that he won't last till tomorrow. So he don't give a fuck about the cash that he borrows. She told him she'd be over around 8:30 or 9. It was 1 o'clock and he was too impatient to die. Ravaging through all the stuff for anything he could find. Trying to find something that could take the pain before 9. Then she called him back and told him that she had a surprise. He didn't know if he could wait, but just said, fuck it, I'll try. We never walk alone. Never walk alone. And life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil to travel in the shadows. Never walk alone. Never walk alone. And life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil they travel in the shadows. At 45, 2 cars pulled into his drive. He's on the car, but another car followed behind. She said, I'm proud of you, but good jobs are harder to find. But if you're gonna work, then we gotta get you a ride. Look, I bought this car for you from your Uncle Jack. We wanna see you succeed, don't gotta pay me back. It's got a lot of miles, but it's been maintained. I just wanna see you happy, it's never too late to change things. And here's your 50 bucks, I hope it's enough. And Salvation Army, that might even get you a tuck. She hugged him hard and said, I hope it's get you out of your funk. And I brought you some groceries in the back of the trunk.